Hey, thanks for clicking. This is Matt. And we're about to make some plaques for some pretty cool sponsors of our 2025 Northeast Indiana Stand Down, which is helping support veterans in Northeast Indiana. And of course, I'm working out of my little wood shop down here in Middle Tennessee. But since I helped start Clothes for Joe's 10 years ago, we still do projects for Clothes for Joe's, who is somebody you should definitely check out, clothesforjoes.org, to find out more information about them. But I'm going over to the local hardwood place, which is Sparta Woodworks. And when I get there, I will show you what they are all about. What's interesting about when you buy lumber at Sparta Woodworks, check it all out. This is the outdoor barn of the wood that you buy at Sparta Woodworks. You're buying wood by the board foot, and you have a minimum requirement of a layer. So the tags will have on there how many board feet are in there. So when you buy wood at Sparta Woodworks, which I may or may not have already explained, it's going to be rough cut. So these are 10 foot long and they're all rough. So you got to make some decisions. Here you can see some of the decisions, because I brought the 10 foot boards in and cut off what I didn't want to use. So these are what I'm not using for this particular project for plaques. Trying to keep it a little cleaner, not as many knots. Sometimes I just can't get over what a jointer can do. I mean, look at all this rough lumber, hard maple, and then check it all out. One edge, one side, all these after going through the joiner, ready to go through the planer and the table saw. But just a difference in wood. It's so cool. All right, so over here we've got our medium-sized plaques all prepped up, glued them up, then we ripped them to the right width. We've got them a little long right now, and we put a nice, after sanding them, we put a nice heavy coat of shellac. You can see I'm in EZO, the Inventables software. Let me straighten that a little bit. And I designed these plaques to be flags and recognition awards. So we did a camouflage type pattern by cutting the different patterns at different levels. So I'll show you what that looks like on the CNC. Okay, I'm sure it's pretty loud here, but this shows you what we got going on. I already ran the rough cut, now we got the detail cut. The rough cut only takes 20 minutes, but the detail cut takes an hour and 45. Because we have all these stars, and then the camo pattern that we ran is cutting the wood down to different levels. So we have the darkest color all the way down, and then we have the medium color, and then we have the top color. So it's a lot of different colors, but we ran the different depth patterns to keep track of them. And by doing this, we have 7 different awards like this that we're doing. And the camo pattern will be the same in every single one. So over here, we've got a circle cut out. That's going to be for this coin right here, which is going to look excellent. So that's what we got going. This is what one of them looks like after it comes off of the CNC. And this one, the bit is getting wore out. But it had a flat pattern on the bottom of it, which is good. But with this hard maple, it just burnt. So got a different bit in there now. It's not as flat, but it should get me a better cut. So this is what we have here. I'm going to go through and use my markers to demonstrate to my painter, the wife, which levels get which colors. Not because she doesn't know, but because it can get really maddening looking at all this at one time. So by having the marker dots in there, it's easier for the painter. So when I first started doing these, I was just putting little dots like that in there, and then this whole thing was just littered with dots, and it was actually still really confusing. So now I'm just kind of, if it's a small piece, I'm coloring it in. If it's a larger piece, I might just put a little section in there, but that way it demonstrates which color goes where pretty quickly. You can see I got most of it done here. I think it's important, or it just helps more, with the deepest one to get a lot in there, and then the middle one I just kind of outline. But then when you get to the top one, it's a lot easier, and it's the lightest color, but I can just take the broad tip now on these. So you can see there the difference. This is how it looked after it was carved. We've got a layer of shellac on it, and then Michelle went through these flags and painted them. That's the colors those are going to be. Then we're going to sand the over paint off of it. That's what the shellac helps us with. But then you can see I had shown how I was coloring them. This flag has the darkest color painted, which is the deepest cut. And then this flag has the next step after the darkest, then the medium cut is the medium color there, the olive green. And then this one here shows all three colors. So you got the deepest with the dark, then the middle depth, and then the most shallow with the lightest color. Now we got to go back and sand any spots where we painted over the edge, especially like around the letters, and then we'll do some white and she'll be good to go. Okay, there's our plaques. There's the big one. Team Green. That's awesome. Here you can see us presenting the plaque to Team Green, which is the main sponsor for the stand down. I think the plaques turned out pretty good. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you on the next video. Until then, check out www.clothes4joes.org for more information about how you can help support veterans in Northeast Indiana. Thank you.